Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to Pilates Fusion. Thank you so much for joining me. We are starting lying down and you need your belt. If you haven't got a belt and you're at home, you can use the belt from your bathrobe. That works. Or you can use a small towel, or if you're at Riverside, there's a bag of them in the corner. And if they have, for any reason, run out, I've got a couple more in my bag. Is there one there for you, Nicola? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so make your way down onto your back, please. And then knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Drawing in your left leg towards your chest. Use your muscles to get the knee relatively close to your chest. Deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to curl your chin up towards your knee. We've got our belt between our hands and we're just going to place it under the ball of the foot. Be really precise about where you place the belt. Don't put it in the arch of your foot. And then you're going to lower your torso back down again, leaving your knee bent. Heavy your shoulder blades onto the mat and walk your fingers up your belt a little bit closer towards your toes. So you want to hold each side of the belt, one hand on each side. Deep breath in as you exhale. See if you can straighten out your leg a little bit. Now, if your leg is like, no thank you, just take your leg a bit further away from you until your knee is straight. Nobody cares where your leg is, and you don't get brownie points for having it closer to your face. If you have it bent, you've lost the stretch. So everyone will be different here, and then we're just going to use the shoulder blades to heavy into the mat and invite the back of this left leg to open. You can choose if you want to leave your right leg bent, or maybe you would like to straighten it out, which will deepen the stretch, so choose wisely which you prefer. We're going to start to add some little gentle circles. Starting to switch into your breathing. Any speed is a good speed, and then reverse the circle. Taking a pause. You're going to take both straps now into one hand, it doesn't matter which, and then imagine your leg as a drawbridge, and you're going to start to lower it down as you go hand over hand with hands on the strap. When you reach floating above the floor, about an inch off the floor, you're going to lift your drawbridge up. Take your leg up to a point where you feel a bit of discomfort, a bit of a stretch. Deep breath in and then exhale to lower it down. Inhaling as you lift up. And then exhaling, pause here, heavier shoulder blades. And then bend the knee and let's release the strap. You're going to straighten the leg up towards the ceiling now without the strap. See if you can pull your toes down towards your face. Look at your lovely straight knee, and then very, very slowly with your abdominal muscles drawn in a little for support. We're lowering the leg down. Super, super slow. See if you can keep the weight behind the hips even. And then when it connects with the floor, notice that it maybe feels an inch or two longer than the other one. Bending up the legs again. Taking the strap so that you've got it between your hands. Deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee towards your chest to start with. So the other knee, yeah. Don't do the same leg twice or you'll be really wonky. Sorry, I should have said that. So knee drawing in towards your chest, and then deep breath in, exhale, curl yourself up and place the strap this time under the other ball of the foot. You can lift your foot up a little bit and then lower the torso down. Heavy the shoulder blades, walk your fingers up the strap, deep breath in. On your exhale, straighten up the second leg. Again, lower the leg away from your face if you find that it's hard not to have it bent. Also, if you notice your shoulders are way up like this because you're really struggling to have your leg up, it's another cue to just take the leg further away from you. Decide if you're sending away your left leg or not. And then start to do some little circles on this side. Yeah, beautiful. So your arms should be mostly straight here. Your wrists are straight. And then reverse the circle. Taking a pause. Take the straps into one hand. And then start to lower your leg down. You can go at your speed. When you get to the top, get to that point of mild discomfort, and then release and lower. It's just a different stretching technique as opposed to static held stretching. Sometimes when we do these dynamic movements, we can make more progress in sticky muscles. And then when you get to the top, just pause here. Release the belt. Leave your leg up. Pull your toes down towards your face. Notice how straight and long your leg is. And then slowly, slowly, slowly start to lower it down. Use your muscles of the pelvis to control things. Make sure your low back doesn't arch too much. And then when it finally connects with the mat, you can do whatever movements feel nice. I think it's quite nice to bend up the knees and do some windscreen wipers here. We're going to roll over onto our right hand side, please, and bring yourself up into a quadruped. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to widen the knees a little, draw your toes in towards each other. If you have sensitive knees, put a blanket underneath them. We're going to take a deep breath in as we lean back a little. As you come forward, turn your right hip towards your left hand a little and then shift back. So inhale back, exhale, you're kind of angling towards your left hand a little. Inhale back, exhale, shift forwards. So it's not major work going on here in the arms. This is more of an opening movement in the front of the right hip. Time when you come back, we're going to release off the right arm, lift it up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, thread it through towards the left hand side. Come onto the right hand side of your face, tense your left fingertips, and just allow the back of that right shoulder to start to open. Breath in. As you exhale, press the palm of the left hand down, push through the left shoulder blade to bring yourself back up to your quadruped position. And now we're doing the other side. So inhale to come back a little, exhale, press the front of the left hip towards the right hand. Inhale back, exhale to press forward a little. So you're kind of switching on your left glutes as well. It's a bit of a strange movement in the hip. It helps to set up your thread the needle. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. And the next time you come back, lift up your left arm as you inhale, and as you exhale, thread the arm through, left palm faces the ceiling, rest on your left side of the face, tent your right fingertips. You can push away a little with the right fingertips if it helps you switch on that opening in the back of the left shoulder blade. Focusing on making your exhales just a little longer than the inhales in class today. And then placing the flat of the right hand down onto the mat. Deep breath in, exhale, press through your right hand and bringing yourself back up into your quadruped. We're going to lift ourselves up and step our left leg forward, and if you have some blocks, this is where they come in handy. So we're going to put those on either side of our left foot. Sometimes they sell these blocks in Aldi, you know. I do bring a few for those who haven't got them, but if you're ever in Aldi and they've got them, snap them up, is what I say. So we're in our forward place, and we're going to inhale to find length through the front body. As you exhale, shift your weight back and round through your back, and hopefully we're feeling a little more open in this left front leg, and it's straight in front of you. Then we inhale, shift forwards, arch your back. Exhale, round your back, straighten out your front leg. Yes. You can move at your own speed. You don't have to track the music or me. We're building up to hero pose today, so we're going to be opening up the front of the hips quite a lot, and also the hamstrings. Next time you shift away from the front foot, we're just going to make a switch. So right leg's coming in the front now. Take a big step forwards. Make sure you've got enough of a distance between the back knee and the front foot. And then second side. Inhale, find that arch. Engage the left glutes as you arch. And as you exhale, pull the toes up towards your face and round through. Go running or cycling, this particular movement is very helpful as a warm-up for those activities. And the next time you shift the weight away from the front foot, let's place the blocks off to the side, please. We're stepping into a down dog. So hips are nice and high. Knees are bent to start with your heels up, and let's work on the shape in your back. So chest towards your thighs. Don't worry about the legs at all at this stage. Think about the opening under the shoulders, through the front chest. Spread the fingers, press the palms into the ground. And then maybe if you want to, you can work on straightening out the legs. You can either walk through the heels or you can leave them evenly, drawing down towards the mat. Deep breath in as you exhale, softening the knees, strolling the feet up towards the hands at the front of your mat. And then soft knees, thumbs on the insides of the elbows, little pendulum swing. Just release the muscles of the neck, let the head hang. Shake the head and then nod it, and then hands to the thighs, very slowly rounding through the back to stand. When you get to the top and there's no rush, widen the legs, a little rotation side to side. Well done, that was our warm-up. Grab water if you need it, and we're going to start with a very short flow. We've got 3 variations, so we'll be at the front of our mat. Have your blocks handy in case you want them, in your blanket, and don't wait to be invited to use props. If I don't suggest it, just go right ahead if you think they would help you. Feet are about either under the hips or they are together, your choice. Inhale, the arms widen up. Exhale, flow forward and down. Allow the weight to draw into the balls of the feet, crown of the head drawing down towards the earth, belly towards the thighs, and then softening the knees, stepping your right leg way back. And then down dog. Inhaling to a plank. Come through a rounding back to find your plank, and you'll find a little bit more length. You can either be on your knees or your toes, you pick, and you're going to lower down to the mat either from your knees or your toes with the fronts of the elbows pointing forward. Once your belly's connected with the mat, point the toes, fingertips forward and wide of the shoulders. Inhale to your cobra, head and neck lift last. So glutes are engaged, front of the hips pressing forwards. On your next exhale, release down, hands on either side of the ribs, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Softening the knees, walking feet towards the hands. Coming through a rounded back to stand. Inhaling, the arms widen up. Exhaling, flowing forward and down. Pausing in your forward fold. And then softening the knees, stepping your left leg way back. And then the right to your down dog. Think about the position of your shoulder blades while you're in your down dog. Obviously your arms are doing some strength work, but notice if your shoulders feel like they're creeping up a little, or if you can maybe anchor them down just a little more. Now, we want quite a long down dog because we're going to do that wave that I mentioned last time through the back to find our way into our plank. So as you inhale, start to tuck your pelvis under, your chin comes towards your chest as your crown of your head shifts forwards, and then you unfold to being parallel with your mat. Yes, beautiful. Choosing how you lower down yourself. Finding your cobra on your inhale. And then exhaling to release down. Downward facing dog. Walking feet towards hands. Coming to the front of the mat. And then coming through a rounded back to stand. When you get here, stand nice and tall, palms together at heart center. Just gently close the eyes. Take a moment to check in with yourself. And then floating the eyes open when you're ready. Okay, different this time, please. Inhale, the arms widen up. Exhale, flow forward and down. Stepping your right leg back to a warrior two position. So it's going to be angled with your instep intersecting with your front heel. Right arm is going to lead us in a cartwheel to bring ourselves all the way up to your warrior two. Yes, perfect. Shoulders are down. Sink into this left hip, lovely. Press into the outside of your right foot. Deep breath in. On your exhale, you're going to come up onto the ball of that right foot and turn to face the front. Arms come over your head. You can either clasp them over your head or you can leave them with an imaginary block between them, whichever you prefer. Deep breath in. On your exhale, shift your weight forward a little, draw your palms down to heart center and just drag that back foot in a little so that all the weight is now on your left leg. You've got a kickstand only with a pointed toe behind you. Yes, and some of you might have had some scary thoughts that we might be doing as we did last week, and yes, we are. I can tell you all loved it. And now you're all a bit stronger because we did it as well. So we're in a single leg squat basically on the left side. Make sure you've got a bent left knee, lifting and lowering the back leg. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. Yeah, fantastic. 2 more, please. Now hold it up there, bend and straighten. So activate your hamstrings now. Yes, you've got right toes pointed, press the palms together. 2 more. Hug your left hip in towards the right side, leave it bent, flex your right foot and press, press. So both lots of glutes should be screaming. No? Everyone looks like they love it in here. 3, 2, well done. Trace your right hand. You can come to standing now. Single leg balance down the front of your right foot. Catch your right foot and lean forward into dancer. So we're extending our left arm long, lifting up our right foot and pressing it into the hand. If you can't catch your foot, I think everyone here can, make a loop with your belt and hold that. If you wobble out of it, that's all part of it. It's the body training itself. Embrace wobbles. Deep breath in. As you exhale, right hand comes to the waist. Extend that right leg, and we're drawing left arm into right knee. Draw it in and then extend. 1 more. Keep it drawn in, flex the foot, come into a figure 4. Now, this is where some blocks can be useful if you can't reach the floor, or palms together at heart center. Flex your right foot. And then let's slide the right foot down, find a forward fold. Just rest for a moment. If you prefer to rest in down dog or child's pose, that's fine as well. Soften the knees and come through a rounded back to stand. Well done. Second side. Inhale, the arms widen up. Exhale, flow forward and down. Peer over the edge. Enjoy every moment of your dive forwards. And then softening the knees and sending your left leg way back. Find that warrior 2 position with the foot at a 45-degree angle. Find the power in the outside of your right hip. Left arm leads your cartwheel to come up to your warrior 2. Yes, beautiful. Shoulders down the back. Everyone looks fantastic. Just watch that this right knee doesn't collapse in. Keep it in line with your second and third toes on that right foot. Yes, beautiful. Feel the energy lines all the way from your heart out through the shoulders, the upper arms, the forearms, into the fingertips. Deep breath in. On your exhale, spin around to the ball of the left foot, face the front, arms lift over the head. Either clasp them together, palms together, or whatever you did on the other side. Fantastic. Look at your front foot. Check that that's facing 12 o'clock. Deep breath in. As you exhale, shift the torso forward a little as the palms come in towards the chest. And then we're just taking either a little step or just sort of a drag in with that back foot, so that you've got literally just your big toe. Yes, you look amazing. Here we go, lift and lower. Lift, lower. So right knee is bent, weight in the right heel. That's really important for your knee. Belly's in tight, good. Shoulders down the back, lower, lift, lower. Now this one, hold it up there, bend and straighten. Inhale, exhale. And one side might be a little wobblier than the other, or a little more secure. On the next time you bend the leg, keep it bent, flex the foot and press it up, and press, yes, and lift. If balance is an issue, just work on the balance instead. That's totally fine. 4, 3, 2, and lift yourself up a little into your single leg balance. Left hand comes to the thigh, trace it down the leg, find your foot, hinge forward into your dancer position. Again, lengthening the front of the hips here, into the quads. Push your foot into your hand and your hand into your foot. Left hand comes to the waist. Extend the left leg. Inhale as you exhale, draw right elbow towards left knee and extend again. And this time as you draw them in, flex your left foot, find your figure 4. So that's a lot of standing challenge today. You're doing really well. Remember, you're not supposed to look perfect in these positions. All the glory is in trying to do them, not actually perfecting them, because that's not really possible anyway. You'll have something to work on. Deep breath in as you exhale, however you want to rest. I'm going to come into a forward fold. You could do a back bend, you can do a down dog, child's pose, whatever you want to do. Maybe you're going to do a few of these positions. Wherever you're at, let's all meet in the forward fold now, please. And then softening the knees and coming through a rounded back to stand. When you get to the top this time, we're going to do a little bit of a back bend for the upper back. So arms come to a cactus. Pull the shoulder blades back, lift the chin if that feels good. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands down and roll your shoulders. Well done. One little variation left. I did promise you 3. This one's the short one. So back to the front. Inhale, the arms widen up, please. Exhale, flow forward and down. Softening the knees, step your right leg way back. Now you've got your right hand on the under the right shoulder. You're on the flat of your left foot. So you're in a deep lunge position, again opening up through the front of the right hip. Now we're going to come into a side plank. You're going to be facing the left wall. You can either be fancy and step into it, or don't feel very fancy. Just put your right knee down, point the toes, and come in to it this way. So however you want to, let's all meet in our side plank, please. If your wrists don't like you being in a strength position here, put your forearm down instead. Yeah, good. Activate behind that right shoulder blade. Bump your hips up. Deep breath in. Exhale here, one more. Deep breath in. And then you can either reverse through to your lunge, or however you can get back into your deep lunge with left foot in the front, right leg behind. Excellent. Straightening out your left leg, bending the right knee. You're going to spring into your forward fold and come through a rounded back to stand. That one's just a little quick one. Let's do second side, please. Inhale, the arms widen up. Exhale, flow forward and down. Softening the knees, send your left leg way back. Find your deep lunge. Left hand on the inside of your right foot. So we're doing our side plank now facing the right wall. So if you need to lower your left knee down and point the toes to get there, go right ahead. However you want to step into this. You can either stack your feet, you could be here, you could be here. Engaging behind the left shoulder, beautiful. stretch the skin between your right fingers. Bump your hips up, deep breath in. Exhaling, hold here. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, step your way out of it, back into your deep lunge. Right foot in the front, left leg behind. So this is where we learn the transition of how to do some of the flows. So you straighten your right leg and shift the bend into your left knee. So you're ready to spring your step forward into your forward fold. And find a child's pose. Well done, folks. Some pretty good work going on there. Just allow your forehead to melt into your mat. Hips to heavy on heels. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, come through and rounded back. We are moving on. Grab water. Going to be doing some strength on the mat here. I should say more strength really. How are we doing? We're all okay? Some people can still smile at me, so that's good. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're coming into a plank. Planks are always fine on the knees. If you're doing your plank on your knees, make sure you've still got a bit of a tuck in the pelvis. If you do your plank with your bum up like this, you won't have your transverse abdominis switched on, which is our goal. So you're either here in your modified plank or you're here. Try to be aware if your hips are too low or maybe they're too high. Try to get really parallel with the floor. Yep, that's lovely. And then once you've got your lovely parallel place, I want you to tuck your tail under a little. There's a lot of research that shows that helps to activate your core more. Now, you're either staying here or inhale and exhale, draw nose to knee, press back a little, and then come back to your plank. So inhale to prepare, exhale nose to knee, inhale to plank. Moving through these again at your own speed. And let's do two more. And then come into a child's pose. Well done. Walking both hands over to the left side. Turning your right palm up towards the ceiling. Take your left hand on top of the right, interlace them. Rest your head on your right upper arm and pull away with the left arm on the right. Lean back into your right hip and breathe some length into your right side. Release. The clasp in the hands, walking them through the center and over to the right. Left palm up, clasp the hands, rest the head, pull away with your right arm, lean back into your left hip. Inhale, length into your left side. Deep breath in, exhale, release the clasp. Hands come through the center and bringing yourself up into a quadruped position. So, hands on the shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take our left knee a little forward, a bit close to being between your thumbs, and then lift up your right leg and take it over to the left side. Cross it behind your left knee. So we're coming into cow face here, so you want to have a really nice close-knit position in the knees. Your feet need to separate away from each other so you have space to sit down. Most people are probably going to grab a block and place it underneath their hips as they sit back onto their block. Yeah. And adjust your block side to side or lengthwise, whichever feels good. Some of you might not want the block, and then you can sit down. Just make sure you're not sat on your heel like I am here, to move your heel away. If you're on the floor, lift your hips up, take a little step to the right, and then elongate the spine. If you're on your block, just working on elongating the spine. This one's pretty intense when you first get into it. If it doesn't feel intense, something's wrong. Just something. So it gets a little less comfortable. And then let's focus on our breathing here. Smooth out the inhales. Expand and make longer the exhales. Notice if you're gripping in either of the hips, just invite them to ungrip on your exhale. Deep breath in, wherever you're at, hands come on either side of you, lift up off the hips, walk yourself forward to your hands and uncross your legs. This is where it's quite nice to just take a little hip side to side movement, wag of the tail. You do hip circles, anything that feels nice to you. Excellent. And then we'll take a step forward now with the right knee towards being between the thumbs. Left knee nestles behind the right one. Separate your feet away. And even if you sometimes do this on the floor, it's sometimes a nice way to start on a block. Gives your hips just a second to respond, and often helps the spine to feel a little taller. You don't need the block, don't use it. Once you get here, lift your hips up and take a little step to the left. And then you can softly close the eyes if that's comfortable. Otherwise, stare down towards the tip of your nose with a softened gaze. Breath in. On the exhale, lift the hips up and walk your way back to your quadruped. Well done. Okay, we are moving on, and we're going to come into some variations of hero pose before we actually try the full pose. So you need your strap here. If your knees do not like any version of hero, that doesn't mean you're failing, it just means your body doesn't like it. We're going to be having our left leg out, and you're going to be sat on the inside with your right foot straight back behind you. If for any reason that doesn't work there, you can either sit your hip up like this, or just let your right leg flop out to the side instead of forcing yourself. And some people are very tight on the top of the foot, and that prevents you from doing it and puts strain in the knee. So know your own body, whichever you've picked. Settle in for a moment here. So try to even up your hips as best you can. And then we're taking the strap around the ball of the left foot. You're going to take both of the tails of your strap into your right hand and towards your right hip. Now notice if you're having to tuck your pelvis under here. If you are, you'll be much better up on the block. Straight spine is always the first goal. Deep breath in. As you exhale, left thumb is down. Press the air away from you as you take that hand behind you, and maybe you can catch your strap at your right hip. See how I passed the strap to my right hand. So left hand presses towards the right side, comes behind your back, and either pauses there or catches the strap. right hand you can take to the outside of the left hip and just work on pulling that left shoulder blade down. This is a very strong stretch in the rotator cuff on your left side. So if you know you struggle with your shoulders, don't be upset with yourself if for any reason you're doing maybe a less range of motion than you might have hoped for. You can also hold on to the strap with your right hand here to help guide yourself into a bit more of a rotation. Now notice if you've rolled onto your left hip, try to even the weight into the right one as well. Now some of you, your left fingers might just be at your right hip crease, okay? It might not be, but it might be. So if it is, you can let go of the strap with your left hand and just catch the front of your right hip crease. If that's not working for you, you just stay holding the strap. Other people, you're very flexible, you might actually be able to catch your foot. I'm just showing you these things because that's where we're going with it, not because you have to do it. Okay, you might be able to reach, you might not, and that's why we've got the belt. So this is the way to learn to get into these positions. Deep breath in, exhale, see if you can rotate a little more, pull that left shoulder down a little more. Look into the corner of the eyes towards your back corner of your mat. Deep breath in, exhale, unrotate. Now we're just going to give our back a little second here. Just release your shoulders, make some gentle movements. You might want to fold forward, you might want to stay where you are. Now you see why we opened up the hamstrings at the beginning of class. If you're doing the forward fold, you can also hold your belt. Deep breath in and exhale to come up. Let's release that right leg forwards and give it a little pitter-patter. Well done, excellent. So second side. Now if you felt a little like you had an injury on side one, but you can do more on side two, don't do more on side two. Always do the whatever your injury makes you do that on both sides so that you don't increase imbalances between the two sides of the body. So we've got the belt now on the ball of the right foot, and we're just working on sitting up tall, evening the weight in the hips to start with. You shouldn't feel pain in your left knee. If you do, please change something. That is definitely not the goal. Now we're taking both of the tails into our left hand and it's at the left hip. Excellent. Right thumb goes down. Press the air away. Turn towards the right. Keep pressing the air away as you rotate towards the right, and then bend the back of the right arm, and that comes where it comes. You might just leave your hand there. Maybe you can pass the strap to your right hand. And see how I'm using my left hand a little to help me rotate. And you can walk your right hand forward to help create more movement in the trunk. Notice if you've started to lean back or lean onto one side, even that up. Looking into the corner of the eyes, into the back corner of your mat. Enjoy this lovely opening in the front of the right shoulder. And maybe you can take the strap in the left hand and your fingertips might just catch the front of your left hip crease. If they don't, it doesn't matter. If you can easily reach your foot, you don't have to use the belt. It's just a learning tool to help you feel what the pose feels like if the flexibility isn't quite there yet. Deep breath in, exhale, rotate a little more. One more deep breath. Exhale, release to the front. Either, just let the back release itself a little bit. Either you're going to stay here with your belt for your forward fold, or if you don't need the belt or you just don't want it, put your hands on the floor. Make sure your forward fold is coming from the hips and not from a rounding of your low back and a forcing into that position, which is just going to make your low back feel uncomfortable. Deep breath in and exhale to come up. Well done. And then release the legs and give them a pitter-patter. Okay, it's time to do the full thing now. So I know, sorry, did you think that was it? No. So, if you don't want to do the full thing, you can do any other stretch or position that floats your boat. Most of you will probably be on your block here, knees together and toes facing back behind you. So I'm going to show this to you in stages. So this is level 1, and some of you will stay here for the whole thing. Other people will be quite happy to nestle their hips down in between their knees. And if you're going to do that, when we do supported fish, you remember that? We do one block on its medium height, one on its tall height. You set those up behind you, and then you lower yourself back so that your shoulder blades connect with the front edge of the medium block. And don't be shy about making adjustments here. And then the second block is for your head. And we're just going to lie here with the palms up. So you don't have to do this version. You can do version 1. Version 1 is sitting on the block here with it. Yeah, and staying there without the back bend. If this feels very intense, yes. So this is for you. Yes, I have some clients who actually are up on 2 and 3 blocks here. Okay, so it's not a competition. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you feel a stretch, you're doing it right. That's great. I'll get it for you. Yeah, tall spine in that position, yeah. You're happy there? There you go, Nicola. Not happy, but staying there. Does anyone else need a block? You've all got blocks? Okay. Do you need a head block? You need help with your... Okay, go on then. You come back and I'll... I think you might be better off with my block, Mike. It's a bit taller. There you go. Is that okay? No, too much? If it's too much, yes. The top of the feet is a limiter for some people. So in that case, I would sit on a block, Mike. Yeah. Don't feel you have to force. Okay, so we're going to need that one. I don't think you can do the back bend when you're sat on the block. I don't really recommend that. Yeah, I think just stay up there on the block. Yeah. When you've had enough of being in your reclined hero, if you're in the reclined place, the way to come out of it is to put your hands, your forearms down, and then press your hands into the mat to bring yourself up to sitting. And then take the weight off of the legs and maybe climb into a down dog. This is your last down dog. Well done, everyone. That's quite a... There's lots of groaning going on here at Riverside. That's quite a strong, difficult pose. Well done. And wide knees, toes together, child's pose. Breath in, exhale to come up, and we are moving on. Well done. Let's use our green ball, please. And we're going to put that trapped under our bum. So you sit on the floor, but your ball can't go anywhere because you've trapped it behind you. Feet are about 6 inches apart. Fingertips are going behind the head today. So we're trying to keep an even distance between our chin and our chest. What I want to avoid happening is for you to lift your chin up. So you want to keep the cervical spine in a nice neutral alignment. You're going to take a deep breath in as you lean back and let the ball help you a little here. And as you exhale, lift yourself back up again. Yeah. So inhale, lower yourself back. Exhale, squeeze the abdominals, come forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come forward. Now we're going to start to add, if you want to, a twist as you come forward. So right elbow to left knee tap. Inhale to come back. Exhale, left elbow to right thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to come back. Exhale. So you're tucking your pelvis under a little as you come back, and you're lifting your chest open as you come forward. Inhale back. Exhale, rotate. We've got 4 more of these, please. Beautiful. You should be able to hear your exhale each time you come forward. Well done. Now we're just going to come to kind of a halfway place so that the abdominals are doing some work. Draw them into your belly. We're going to rotate to the left, center, rotate to the right. Now it's a small rotation, 15 degrees only. Rotate, center. Keep everything nice and steady in the belly. Yes. We're going to start to add lifting up the opposite leg. So the leg you rotate to, we're straightening out. Exhale, beautiful. Inhale. You don't have to do the add-ons. Exhale, inhale. If you want to add a reach as well, you can. When you've had enough, you take a little rest. You have 4 left and then we'll all rest. 3. And hold on the front of the shins. Well done. Arch the back. Inhale. Now you can lift your chin up. And exhale, round through, tuck the pelvis under, tuck, tuck, tuck. And then release. We're taking the ball out from behind our back, please, and lowering yourself down onto your mat. Ball goes between the inner thighs. Fingertips back to their position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl yourself up. So chin is now pulling towards the chest. Everything in your belly is really, really tight and hollow, and you've engaged your pelvic floor. Now squeeze the ball as well, and then release back. Exhale again, curl up, squeeze everything in, squeeze the ball in, squeeze the pelvic floor. Inhale to come back. 2 more like that, please. Release the ball. Exhale, squeeze it in, squeeze the pelvic floor, chin to the chest, hollow the belly. Inhale to come back. 1 more. Exhale. Now hold here in this squeezed up place and press the ball. Press, 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 release, press, release, press. Good. You have 8, 7. If you want to reach the hands for extra credit, you can. 4, 3, 2. Well done. And lower back down. We're taking the ball out from in between the thighs, and we're holding it on the left thigh with the right hand. Now your option is to either leave your feet on the floor, or if you've done this a lot, you can take your feet up and find a tabletop. So I don't mind which you choose, they're both good. And you're pressing into the ball. So as you push away with the hand, push back and equal an opposing force with the leg. Either by pushing in its down position or from its tabletop position. Left arm comes up towards the ceiling, right leg lifts up, point the toes. Beautiful. Now inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, draw them up. That's beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. And give yourself a little hug. Fall on the belly. And rock side to side if you want to. Okay, second side. So foot down, second side if that's what you did on side 1. Otherwise, you can have your leg in tabletop. Left hand on the right side this time. Find that pressure. Left leg extends up towards the ceiling. Look at your leg, make it look beautiful. Point the toes. We've created lots of length on that side today. And then right arm reaches for the ceiling. Press your shoulder blades down into the mat. Inhale, repel arm and leg away from each other. Exhale, draw them up towards each other. Beautiful. Inhale, get long. Exhale, draw them up. Inhale. So you're pointing your toes so much you can actually feel a stretch on the top of the foot. And your knee is perfectly straight. 2 more. Inhale. Keep pushing into the ball. Exhale. Last one. And release your feet to the floor. Well done. I'm going to lift the hips up or do a hug. This is your final movement now before we settle down to relax. So whatever feels good to you, you could do a full body stretch with the hips on the ball. You could do windscreen wipers, anything that feels good to you right now. And then when you're ready, finding your blanket and getting comfy so that we can relax. And I'll change the music. If you've got an eye pillow or even just your jumper or something that you can put over your face, that's sometimes nice as well. Does anyone need a blanket? I'm coming with mine for you if you'd like it. No? Okay. Let me just shut this door so we don't get cold. If any part of the body's feeling fidgety, just allow the fidgets to come. Make your adjustments. And then make an agreement with yourself that you're going to stay still for the next 5 minutes if you can. If you would rather I not come to you with the lavender spray, just raise your arm and I will avoid you. Starting to breathe slowly and deeply. Body to feel held by the surface you're resting on. Relaxing the skin on the face. Slackening the jaw. And then taking a deeper inhale through your nose, expanding your belly. Allowing your rib cage to open, and on your exhale, release any tension in your body. Relax your hands. You're safe. You're held. You can let go. Today our topic is healing. Notice how you feel inside today. Search out any areas that need extra care, extra attention or healing. And send your awareness and your breath into these spaces. Parts of you feel diminished in some way, less than, broken even. Know that even though it may feel this way, you are still whole. Often these areas, in fact, let the light in. The process of healing them and integrating them again cultivates space, compassion, wisdom and strength. On your next inhale, repeat silently to yourself, I am healing. And And on your exhale, I am whole. Just gently, silently to yourself. Inhaling, I am healing. Exhaling, I am whole. And I'll be quiet for a few moments and I'll mind the time. And I'll let you know when it's time to finish. Starting to take a deep breath in now. And a deeply releasing exhale. Releasing the phrase, bringing your attention more to the room that we're in, starting to wiggle fingers and toes. And making your way gently and slowly over to your right hand side into the fetal position. You can leave your eyes closed. Taking a deeper breath in on your exhale, use your left arm to press you up to a comfortable sitting position. Two loose fists, stacking your forearms, drawing them to your belly, rounding forward a little, tucking your chin, and just noticing how you feel right now inside. Know that you can come back to this place anytime you need to during your day. I am healing. Together at heart center, floating the eyes softly open with your gaze on your